Welcome back to Thrifty Virgo Lefty. If this is your first time, welcome. And again, all the patterns, bonnets, and the design for this one is available at beautifulbonnetbabes.etsy.com. So, what I started out doing was cutting out the images that I created. I press my fabric really good to try to get some of the wrinkles out so it won't be so wrinkled. I do both of them. Then I start laying out my design and the pattern that I selected. I set my machine to 290 degrees and I press about 3 or 4 of them at the same time for about 20 to 30 seconds. And as you can see, it's no perfect way to doing it. Just get it to your liking and use as many or as less as you like. So again, I repeat this step all over the bonnet. Then what I do is wait for the areas that have cooled and then I test to see if it's okay to take them off. And I do it one by one. Sometimes if you skip one, of course, you can go back and repress it, but it's not really a big deal. So to get ready to stitch, I use a few of my clips to secure it in place. So I use about 4 to start out with. Sometimes if I can find the rest of them, I just go ahead and add them up there and start sewing. So you don't forget to back stitch, and I'm going around the entire perimeter with a straight stitch. And when you get to the end, you make sure you leave about an 1 to 2 inch gap and you back stitch, because that's going to be very important when it's time to turn it inside out, because if you don't, it's going to start coming apart. So as you can see, I can turn my garment inside out without a problem. I just lay it down. You can press it again if you like. I normally just use my clips, put them in about 4 or 5 places, and set my machine to a zigzag. On this particular machine I use like a 5 or 6, and if I want to increase the length stitch, you can go ahead and make those adjustments as you see suitable. But for this particular one, since I'm going for the real scrunchy, extra scrunchy baby doll look, I'm going to I'm going to leave about half of an inch away from the seam line all the way around the bonnet. So I'm going to sew at about half an inch. And I'm going to go all the way around, and I'm going to go back to that opening, and I'm going to leave that opening as well. Now, you can stop there and go ahead and create your bonnet if you just want a regular one. But for the one that I'm doing, I'm adding another line. So what I do with this line, I go all the way around the garment once again. And as you can see, I have 2 lines, and I have an opening where I can, a casing opening, whatever, where I can go ahead and add my elastic. So the elastic that I'm using is about I'm not sure the size, but I did cut it to 20 inches, and I added a safety pin on each side. One of them I'm going to clip to my garment, as you can see. The other one I'm going to take and push it through. So I'm pushing through for the middle, and as you can see, I've made it to the other end. I unsnap my safety pins, and then I get a straight pin to have them overlap by at least a half an inch to an inch, if you can, depending on your size, but either way it's going to stretch. So I go and zigzag that, and once I finish, you can see I'm going to finish this line right here, my zigzag, and then I'm going to fold the edge, and I'm going to go across that with a straight stitch, and that's it, guys. We're done. Again, check out Beautiful Bonnet Babes for all your essential needs for from making bonnets to videos to buying bonnets, perfect holiday gifts. Again, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.